finalists. Coming up, the lad from Horowhenua College up against the former 5-time world champion.
Yes, the lad from Horowhenua College, the baker from Ashurst, has come all the way up to Auckland, and he's at $6.50. The roughest of the quarterfinalists that we see tonight. Raymond van Barneveld at the $1.09, but Mark McGrath, he's banked the experience from last night. He's ready to cash in again tonight and take down another scalp. Let's see if he can do it.
So we have one semi-finalist. Who will it be next? The Kiwi or the Dutchman? You're about to find out.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the incredible city of Auckland, New Zealand! And the quarterfinal stages of the Auckland Darts Masters, presented by TAB and Burger King. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to meet the players into his first ever World Series quarterfinals. Would you please welcome the cowboy, Mark McGrath! Now, ladies and gentlemen, from the Netherlands, a World Series finalist. He is the 5-time champion of the world, Raymond van Barneveld! Certainly looks like Raymond van Barneveld has the eye of the tiger on him tonight. Here we go, quarterfinal number 2 at the Auckland Darts Masters. The call with Rod Harrington and Glenn Lama.
Yes, and what an opportunity for Mark McGrath of Manawatu, the first New Zealander ever to make a quarterfinal in Auckland, and he's got one of the best in the business to beat Raymond van Barneveld, who's on his 4th visit to New Zealand and has never been outside of quarter-final appearances. Won matches in each of the 3 previous years, and he got through to this round by beating Warren Parry, another New Zealander, by 6-4. And Mark McGrath took full advantage of an out-of-form Michael Smith in round 1 last night, the Cowboy winning 6-4. He is 50 years of age, very experienced player around the New Zealand circuit for many years, Mark McGrath, and whether he can hold together mentally, Rod Harrington, in this match is the big challenge.
Yes, you're right, Glenn. The biggest challenge for him is this distance you know, first 1 to 10, best of 19. He's not played that on a big stage against another pro before. And these professionals make their money by playing these sort of games all the time. They've got that inability to be able to concentrate for a lot longer. And that's when we talk about this leg-on, leg pressure that the professionals put on other players. But what McGrath's got to do, he's just got to get up there and enjoy it and just play the game. You know, he looks a cool customer, doesn't he? You know, it doesn't look like he's going to be, you know, worrying or sweating up too much. He's just going to play his own game. And that's what he's got to do. Get in front of Barney early, put a little bit of pressure, ask the question. Just don't give the game up.
Well, if he stays in the hunt here, then he will be out there for a good 40, 45 minutes. So the mental test that's coming up here for him will be significant. So it is important for him to hold his throws. At the very least.
Easy 3.
Barneveld was solid against Pre. Barry has that ability to push his opponent no matter who it is. And we saw that occurring last night.
63.
Yeah, Wazza played very well against Barney last night, and that made that win from Barney even more impressive. You know, I think he hit 4 180s in that match, did Barney, and you know, didn't do a lot wrong. And a good set of stats. He just wants to follow it up, especially the early. It's so important to get out of the gate quickly, get in control. The previous game, Cross against Whitlock. Now, Whitlock went 5-4 up.
28.
And then he did not let Cross back in the game. Every time he thought Cross was going to come back in the game, Whitlock put the pressure on. Cross then misses 3 darts, a double 16. Whitlock nicks it. Misses the 65.
60.
Whitlock takes out 64. It's that bang, bang, bang. You keep them.
You need to be relentless. There's absolutely no doubt about it. A great performance from Whitlock, beating Cross in that first quarter final, 10 legs to 7.
100.
Highest check out in the first match was 126. Both Whitlock and Cross did it.
That's a great setup from McGrath. Barney likes the anything with a 6 on here. 96, 116, 136, 156. Always tends to leave any of those, and he's just blinking a bit. I don't know. I know he's a heavy diabetic is Barney. I'm just wondering if
60.
there's a little bit of
32.
double vision going on there. About double 16, double vision from Barney.
Something happened. Something in his eye, dust in his eye or something. And McGrath gets it done. Holds his toe, which is really all you can ask him to do at the start of the match.
140.
Looks like the dust's out of the eye, Rod.
Yeah, that'll make him feel better, Glenn. You're right there. Yeah, it's funny how a couple of good scores will soon perk someone up.
$60. $140.
He's been such a great player for a long time, Barney, and believe it or not, the only one that doesn't believe how good he is Barney. His self-belief is just not there all the time. And when he beat Michael van Gerwen in the Premier League in Rotterdam on their home turf, and he played absolutely superb, you're thinking, just why can't you believe that you can do that all the time?
140.
There's a bit of a worry up, is Barney.
He's working nicely through this leg. Well, that was underlined by last year here.
140.
They lost to Phil Taylor in the quarterfinals, 10-9. I seem to recall he went for a ball 19 in that match, right at the end of it for the win. Missed. Got him single 19, and of course he only had 1 dart left. And that, of course, meant he couldn't check out, and Taylor came on and stole the match from him.
32.
Yeah, good 13 dart leg to level it up here at 1 leg apiece. They do love it, the crowd, don't they? We're actually in fancy dress in the comms box. But they just can't see us. Yeah.
45.
Told you to keep that quiet, Rod.
$100.
Well, the whole New Zealand darts community will be watching McGrath here. Most of the New Zealanders will be in action at the New Zealand Open coming up next weekend. So it will be a keenly contested event, that one. A lot of players in New Zealand at the moment, Rod, of quite even ability.
Yeah, I agree with what we've seen just here in the qualifiers. You know, you've got 8 players that could all put their name in that title.
Darren Herwini, who made a bit of a slash at last year's Auckland Darts Masters, didn't qualify for this one. He's another.
44.
He'll go into that event with feeling like he's got good credentials behind him. He looks comfortable up there, Rod, doesn't he, McGrath?
Yeah, he does. His demeanour looks as if he's confident. He's not panicking. Throwing the odd stray dart, but you're going to expect that. But, you know, the throw, he's keeping at the same tempo. He's not rushing, he's not slowing up. All he's got to do is hit one treble, set it up, which he's done that. Treble 14 should be the route now. Yeah, he should get 2 darts at the double when he returns. Barney cannot check out. Put some pressure on, which he will do now. Now, with 60, Glenn, McGrath, the way his darts sit up, he wants to be careful where it goes, because then the flight will be in the way of the double. So let's have a look where that first one goes. That's not too bad. That's low enough that this flight should not have any interference.
20.
Maybe overcompensated a little bit here.
14.
How can Barney make him pay? Oh, that's a tidy 114 check out right there. That's what the good players do, Rod.
And it looks so easy, didn't it? That long looping throw of Barney's. It's silky smooth when it's like that. And Barney's one of the few players that doesn't mind a dart sitting just below the treble, because, you know, he's about 6'4", so his dart is coming in from a higher angle, and so he can slide darts on top and get darts underneath. Not many players can do that. Phil Taylor needed the stack.
59.
You know, other players, Van Gerwen and Anderson, their darts kick up, so the marker dart has to be above the treble. As we can see here, you know, the previous 3, Barney's first dart was below, he found the treble. This one, the first dart was above, he can still find the treble.
$46.
180 so far in this match.
100. $85.
Yeah, the telling factor in this game, Glenn, is when we get to about halfway, you know, when we play 8 and 9 legs, 10 legs,
60.
that's when Barney should start, keep the same performance up, and that's where we'll see perhaps Glenn just falter a little bit, start spraying them a bit. However, as I've said that, the first maximum of the match.
Set that up pretty well, hasn't he? Van Barneveld. Now, McGrath.
$91. You require 58.
There from McGrath, sets up double 20 the win. But Barney can pinch, get there before him. Double 10. Yes. Win against the throw in leg number 3, capitalised, solidified there by a hold in leg 4. It's Van Barneveld by 2 at the moment.
Yes, the double top in the previous leg with his last dart. That double 10, 114 in that previous leg, and the double 10, that is so much difference. He's 2 legs clear now, and now you'll see perhaps a Barneveld just start to push on. You know, that extra little bit of confidence will come in now. He's got that leeway.
And the winner of this match will play Simon Whitlock of Australia in the semi-finals. Whitlock knocking out world champion Rob Cross in the first quarter final. Good match, that one, 10-7.
99.
Yes, and let's be honest, I mean, that half of the draw is a real good half of the draw, the way the seedings have gone. Of course, Michael van Gerwen was not seed in the draw this year, so that's why him, Anderson and Peter Wright, the top 3 favourites, are all in the same half.
$44. $140.
Keeps the pressure on Van Barneveld, but as often the case, doesn't take long to strike back, does he?
40. I'll give it 124.
I actually like the 25 of that last dart because it guarantees you a return of 2 darts at a double. At the moment, if Barney misses this, which he has now, he may only get 1 dart a double. Admittedly, if McGrath hits the treble 20, he's going to have 2 at the 4s. Oh, now he's only going to get a dart at the bullseye. 17 for the ball. Treble 17 are leaving double 8. Double 8 it is. That's a good check.
That was a great recovery. We thought it might have been all over with that errant dart for the 1. Just a wonderful recovery.
44.
Underestimate how the impact on McGrath's game. He walked away with his chest out a little bit harder there, Rod.
Oh, definitely. You know, when he's hit the 1, all of a sudden he's down himself. And that's why he's hit the maximum. Because he hit the 51 and then the double 8. That's why he's hit that weighting.
41 180s. We're over halfway now to 80 180s for the tournament. If we get there, which we should, starting tomorrow here in New Zealand, double cheeseburgers will be costing just $2.50, triple cheeseburgers $3.50, right up until next Friday here at any Burger King outlet. Nice recovery there from
135.
This is where he's got to find an in-rod when the throw's against him.
Yes, and he did. You know, if you're going to hit 180s or big scores, hit them against the throw. That's when they do the most damage. But when you hit one, you've got to follow it up, which Mark didn't. He followed it up with 3 bare 20s. However, you know, one big, that's brilliant. Now a treble 19. That's another stray dart that's going to cost a dart at a double.
Double 20 for the win. Can't get it.
66.
So McGrath will have an opportunity. This is big here. Let's get the match back on level pegging. Perfect. Well, he can't do it.
82. Raymond required 20.
Perhaps a chance missed there. And Barney's punished him for it. There's those little chances in the early part of games that is going to cost you, you know, at the end of the match, the business end of this game.
Game on.
It's worth 2 legs. That double 15 was worth 2 legs. He gets it, he's level pegging. Barney gets it, he's 2 legs clear.
I remember you telling me when you're trying to win a match on a odd-numbered double, Rod, it's better to
80.
miss completely than get a single.
Yes, I mean, if you're going to go for that, the outside wire is probably just so if you miss, you put in a real good guide on that, and then you can kiss off on the last match, on the last dart. Especially that side of the board for a right-handed thrower. Sometimes down on the double 19s with 3 darts in your hand is a different thing. If you're going to split it, you split it with the first. But with 2 darts in your hand, you kind of lay off it a tad.
$100.
Well, Van Barneveld, of course, just going about his routine. Some good headspace.
Yeah, we've not seen any fireworks from Barney. I mean, 86 average, just under the 87. No 180s. There's been a couple of 140s up, but at the moment, there's just, the real Barney's not up there. And this is where McGrath has got to, make hay while the sun is shining, to be quite honest, because with Barney playing like this is where he needs to. And there we have the averages. Mark just needs to step it up a little bit. He's making it a little bit too easy for Barney at the moment.
Yes, he's not asking enough questions.
$90. $100. Well, you're going 150.
He's missed the 19s.
47.
Yeah, again, he's gone in that 7, going for that treble 19, which has cost him a part of the double. Double 12 for another breaker throw, and that's a clean kill from Barney.
Really is. That's the 3rd time we've seen him jump all over McGrath, where McGrath has missed a check out. It's Barney comfortable at the moment in the 2nd quarter final. It's 5-2. Second quarter final featuring Mark McGrath of New Zealand up against Raymond van Barneveld, the beaten finalist in 2015. McGrath got up and running, holding his throw on the first leg, but since then he's only managed 1 more hold as Barney has broken him twice to take a 5-2 lead in the race to 10 to get through to the semi-finals. And Rod, his double success is consistent. He hasn't hit a 180 yet, Van Barneveld, but I guess the feature of this match so far is McGrath and New Zealand are not able to put the pressure on. He's had a few opportunities as well.
Yes, well, that's 71% Barney on the doubles. That kind of sums it up. That is the 5-2 there. Barney is not any power scoring at all from him. But Mark just kind of made it a little bit too easy for Barney. But Mark is not used to this big stage. I know we keep mentioning it, but it's absolutely true. And now we're moving into territory where McGrath has not been there before, but Barney, this is where you kind of expect him to just start to step up a little bit, leg on leg, and put some extra pressure on.
Second quarter finalist is the winner to play Simon Whitlock of Australia in the semis.
59.
Whitlock a 10-7 victor over the world champion, #1 seed here, Rob Cross. Cross is out of the tournament. Later on, we'll have the 2 quarterfinals in the bottom half of the field. The all-star one coming up shortly between Gary Anderson and Michael van Gerwen. We're going to end with Peter Wright up against the defending champ Kyle Anderson.
Yes, and don't go and make a cup of tea or anything while Anderson against Van Gerwen, because if you do, you could miss a good few legs. Even the match, this will be quick fire, a lot of 180s. We could hit that at 80, 180 just in that match. I mean, these two guys are the best power scorers in the professional game of darts today. And with Gary Anderson winning the World Match Play last week, Michael van Gerwen not winning the tournament for the last 4 on TV, there's a little bit of bragging rights to be won there.
100%. Speaking of 100%, that trio of darts was exactly that. That's his first 180 of the match. well clear of McGrath in this 8th leg.
60, range record 47.
No harm done. He's got plenty more opportunities. At least another 6 to close this one out.
Range requires 60. A shot on the 8th leg, Ravenbond.
Smooth silk.
Mark to throw first. Game on.
Got that lovely action, hasn't he, Van Barneveld? Almost like he places it in just about every time.
95.
Yeah, I mentioned his height before. It makes it a lot easier for someone like Barney. He hasn't got to put too much pace on the dart. He just sets it in motion.
100.
You get a shorter throw. Phil Taylor, he's literally throwing uphill to that treble 20, so he's having to put more power into it.
Next week, of course, we're in Melbourne.
99.
Melbourne Darts Masters, and then the inaugural Brisbane Masters later on this month, and tickets available for both events from tickettech.com.au.
140.
Looking to take the road show across the Tasman at the conclusion of this event.
81.
That average for the match, 83 for McGrath. And it's just under 90 for Van Barneveld. Good last start there. Pressure's on here for another McGrath hold rod. Big time.
Yes, it certainly is. Mind you, this will help.
140.
That's good. He should get at least a dart and a bullseye when he returns. Barney just needs to put some pressure on. Got to find a treble, which he hasn't done. So now, treble 18 is the route. Do you know what? Just hit the big 18. Don't go for that treble. That's exactly what he should have done. That's good darts. If he'd have gone for the other treble, he got a chance of hitting the flight and then not having a dart at that ball.
Are you required 25?
To it,
17.
McGrath.
40.
And that's just too easy for Van Barneveld. That'll be a nice guide in.
That's been the difference. Mark McGrath has missed 2 clear darts to win the legs, and Barney's cleaned them up. You know, you put 2 on Mark's score and take 2 off of Barney because they've missed doubles. You know, suddenly you're 5-4 and it's a close match. But that's the difference, and especially as we get further and further towards the business end of this game. And there we have it. 2 out of 9 for McGrath and 7 out of 12 for Barney.
It really says the story of this match.
140.
It was a good performance from McGrath last night, beating Michael Smith in the first round.
Barney's going to have to, you know, if he goes on and wins this, obviously he's the massive favourite, he's going to have to sharpen up against Simon Whitlock. He's having a lot of stray darts, just sliding them into the 5s. That you can't, that's just hit the wire square on.
71.
Bigfoot is alive and kicking.
I could have thought. And in Auckland.
139, range of 106.
McGrath is going to get a shot here at breaking the throw. Leaves double 20 for the win. The Cowboys done it.
Yeah, I love his 78 check out there from McGrath. And he missed the bullseye for an 86 the previous leg. He'd have taken that all of a sudden. You know, that extra little bit of confidence that would have come from it is all the difference.
100.
Because you kind of feel, Glenn, that Barney's in a vulnerable position. Although he's got a clear lead, he's not playing brilliant darts. He played really well last night.
57.
So you kind of feel if he, you know, McGrath could have got into it early, you'd have put that extra pressure, because, you know, Barney at times he's dealt himself. He doesn't seem right. Doesn't seem, you know, up there 100%.
He has come down in level, hasn't he? And some players do that in sport.
$60. $58. $96.
Another one of those would be handy, and it's exactly what he's done.
34.
He broke the throw with Barneveld in the previous leg. Now it looks like he's going to hold his own throw. All of a sudden, at 7-4, you're thinking, you know,
We're going 164. $60.
It's okay. Barneveld can't check out yet.
140.
And now.
We're going 104. $88.
Well, he salvages it again with the last good dart there.
Yeah, I don't understand that route from Barney, because, you know, if he goes the other route, I suppose 20s first, it's a better countdown for me. Just click the inside of those barrels and it's in. That's unlucky. That's very unlucky to put a dart between the two.
Actually, that takes some skill. He just has no reward for it. And once again, it is Van Barneveld. I think for the fourth time, maybe at least 3 times in this match, he's pinched another leg. Breaks the throw as well.
His second of the match. But you're right, Glenn. I mean, the difference in this game really is that Barney has nicked 3 or 4 of the legs. And when I mean nick, is when McGrath has had the first dart of the double, whether it be bullseye or a double. And that's been the big difference. That's why Barney's got controlled 8-3. And now he's thinking, look, let's just push on and get this match finished here and there. As we see there, then the stats on doubles, McGrath will be very disappointed in that 23%. Barney at 62%. I tell you what, every pro here this evening will take that 62%.
Yes, McGrath's given himself opportunities, hasn't he? This is a good leg of darts here from Van Barneveld. Barneveld with 2 good darts here. Tidy little 11 dart leg. Well, it ended up being 12. Robert, not too shabby.
And
on which point now is Van Barneveld. One more leg and he's into the semi-finals to play Whitlock.
Do you know what I like about Mark McGrath? He is not given up, is he? You know, he's thinking, I'm 9-3 down, I'm not going to win from here. But he's actually not thinking that. He's just getting up there and doing a real good professional job. He's not a professional. This is not like Barney playing this every single day and being this stage all the time. But, you know, this is good concentration and his rhythm, just staying in there. And that's a credit to him.
2-1-40 scores. You just got to prolong the match, don't you, in his position?
Well, don't believe that you can ever be beaten. You know, we see a lot of even professionals give up from this sort of score. Just go, oh, I can't win, just throw them away. But no, look, he's keeping focus, keeping his rhythm,
60.
making Barney work for it.
Space from outside. Took cones all over the road before. Now McGrath.
Yeah, the 25 is probably his route here. That's unlucky, it's gone in the 6. No major loss on that, to be quite honest. He still could get one dart on the double. And with Barney not really putting any pressure on. So he's going to get 6 darts from 115 to put leg 4 on the board. Be nice if he could do this in 3. Oh, double 5, that's a bad dart. Yeah, that's a bad dart. However, that's a superb dart.
Well, that's the thing. You can always make it for it with the next dart. What a finish!
He says there, he said, I actually meant to go that way, Rod, don't worry about it. So I always go.
57.
Five check out there from McGrath.
140.
It's actually the biggest of the match.
Well, don't forget, coming up, Gary Anderson, world match play champion from last week, up against mighty Michael Van Gerwen, world #1.
Who's your pick, Rod?
You know what, I say Van Gerwen only because he went out early last week and had a rest.
140.
Gary Anderson put 3 hours on Sunday night, then got on a plane on Monday. So, you know, that's the only reason. Otherwise, that is a flick of a coin. Two absolute brilliant dart players. Two of my favourites because they're so quick throws and so big treble 20 hitters.
Could be a final anywhere in the world, that one. But here in Auckland, it's a quarter-final. Darts from McGrath. He's found his range near the tail of this match. And he could break a throw here. Oh, that's nice. Very, very nice. Well, McGrath, 81 to check out here. He's going for the bullseye. Just the wire.
Couldn't put it any closer. That's unlucky. That would have been a 12-dart lead. But now Barney 64 to wrap this match up. Double 16.
And there it is for Raymond Van Barneveld. He's through to the semi-finals. The second time in 4 years here in Auckland. In fact, the third time. 2015, 2016, now 2018. It's going to be Raymond Van Barneveld against Simon Whitlock in the semi-finals. Comfortable win here. The Dutchman 10-4 over Mark McGrath of New Zealand.
Raymond van Barneveld, all cool as he goes through to the semi-finals of the 2018 Auckland Dart Masters with a 10-4 win over the lone Kiwi at this stage, Mark McGrath out of Horowhenua. But boy, what a match it was, 10-4, and these 3-dart averages pretty strong to say the least, but it was the doubles right down the bottom. Mark McGrath gave him some openings, and Barney went straight through that door. Here he is right now.
Barney, big sigh of relief walking off the stage then.
Of course, happy with the win, but this must be probably the worst game of my career. I went upstage and I felt so tired. I woke up at 3 in the middle of the night. I couldn't sleep, you know, all day long. I was, and then practicing, 3 hours practicing, went upstage and I'm thinking, I should be in bed.
We saw you blinking your eyes in the first leg.
Well,
everything all right?
I'm wearing contacts, you know, but if you got tired, you're struggling with your vision. I was never ever happy in the game. That 114 finish made a difference between 2-1 up or 2-1 down. He never played his A game apart from the last couple of legs, but I was lucky there because if he played his rhythm and like he can, you know, he missed a couple of shots, he missed a couple of doubles and let me in, and I won the game, but I'm never happy. Of course with the win, but not with my game now.
Well, congratulations anyway. A good check-out rate, but we'll let you go and check out of here and go and have a kip.
Cheers, yeah. I'll be ready for tomorrow, trust me.
Well, not exactly a joyous way to talk after winning a match, but Raymond van Barneveld does go through.